All right. Welcome back to the Survivor Stakes. So obviously, if you, as you, bleh. So as you can see from the title, uh, it's the year of the horse, and I figured, what better way to celebrate the year of the horse than to have the horses duke it out in Survivor again? I would be playing the actual game, but I'm currently out of training points. Yeah, I kind of wish I had that forethought before I did it. Oh well. Um, but anyway, hold on. Let me just. Yep. Okay, that works. Now, we're doing things a bit differently from last time. Whereas last time I had actual teams to go off of, this time I had to get more creative. And I didn't have a preset cast to go off of. So what I did this time was recently the Umamusume Pretty Derby YouTube channel released a 60 FPS version of the music video for the ending song. And yeah, these were the 18. These were the 18. I can't tell whether to say girls or horses. These were the 18 characters that were in that video. Now, as for the tribe names, I did a little digging and found out the names of the supposed 3 goddesses that were that the characters, I guess, worship. And the turns out they're actually in the game in JP. We have the Byerly Turk, which gave us the Baya tribe, the Darley Arabian, which gave us Dali, and the Godolphin Arabian, which for some reason in the game is named the Godolphin Barb, which is the Godo tribe. Oops. Now, I have to do a little bit of maintenance here. Randomizing all the relationships. And establishing random profiles for everyone. And also, we might as well shuffle the tribes a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this until the stream hits 4 minutes, and now. Alright, so on the Baya tribe, we have Air Groove, El Condor Pasa, Marozensky, Narita Bryan, TM Opera O, and Vodka. On the Dali tribe, we have Fujikiseki, Goldchip, Mejiro McQueen, Special Week, Simboli Rudolph, and Tokai Teo. So real speaker majority on that one. And on Godo, we have Daiwa Scarlet, Grass Wonder, Hishi Amazon, Oguri Cap, Silent Suzuka, and Taiki Shuttle. You guys can see when I tab out. Interesting. No, that's too far. Alright. So, let us proceed. Tears of Heaven. Okay. 2 at a time, members of each tribe will race out to crawl under a net and retrieve heavy puzzle blocks. Once each tribe member has collected a puzzle piece, 2 members will piece together the blocks to form a podium. Once the puzzle is completed, one tribe member will climb the podium and use a long stick to release a ring from a tall pole. The first tribe to finish wins, and hopefully nobody busts their head open this time. I will explain that later. So anyway, the Bio tribe wins reward, winning a pot, machete, and flip. As losers, Dolly and Godo must complete a Savvy or Sweat challenge to earn its supplies. By the way, I'm using the Survivor 44 simulator. I was debating between 44, 45, and 47, so I ran a duck race, and 44 won. Dali chooses the Savvy challenge. 2 tribe members will have one guess to count the number of rings between 2 hanging spheres. I'm not gonna lie, even as someone who started with the new era, I did not like Sweat vs. Savvy. Or Sweat or Savvy. At least the Savvy challenges. I mean, Sweat at least gave us something to do, but I don't know. Savvy was just over too quickly, win or lose. Dolly chooses Rudolph and Spey. They successfully count the number of rings and earn Dolly Tribe its supplies. Godo must do the Sweat challenge. Sorry about that. Uh, anyway, Godo must do the Sweat challenge. 2 tribe members will have to drag a net between alternating coconut piles until they have filled the net with coconuts. They choose Taiki and Grass. Good choice, honestly. They successfully fill the net with coconuts, and Godo earns its supplies. Nobody fails! Alright. A mystery advantage is locked in a bird cage at Baya Tribe's camp. Hidden somewhere at the camp is a key that unlocks the bird cage. Based on my experiences, no one ever finds the advantage on before the first immunity challenge, and no one forms an alliance. And my intuition is correct. Journey time. Each tribe is instructed to choose one member to get on a boat and go on a journey. Oh, I remember what this is. This one sucks. Anyway, Baya sends El Condor Pasa. Dali selects Majiro McQueen. Godo selects Taiki Shuttle. Three tribe representatives meet at a private summit. El, McQueen, and Taiki do not interact much. The three representatives are told to split between three different paths where they would make a decision in private. Each castaway is met with a bag containing 3 packages. 2 contain a note that would render them ineligible to vote at the next tribal council, while 1 contains an advantage. They must each draw 1 package. If they receive the advantage, they are free to go. If they lose their vote, they are offered the chance to draw a second package. If they draw the second package, they will either lose their vote a second tribal council or receive the advantage. L loses her vote. She risks her vote to draw again, and draws the advantage. Knowledge is power on day 1. It is a knowledge is power, which can be used to steal another player's advantage or hidden immunity idol. I know we didn't... Okay, so in real life, we had... And I might as well describe it because for all we know, the other 2 could lose their vote and either lose their vote again or just not do it. The advantages in this journey were gotten were I think it was Lauren got an extra vote. No, she got a bank your vote, which allowed you to give up your vote at one tribal council to get an extra vote that you can use later. While Sarah lost her vote, but then got an inheritance advantage, which, if played at tribal council, will give you all the advantages played at that tribal council. I think we saw that one. We definitely saw that one in one of the simulations I did before, but I think the person who got it got voted out when it was used, so we didn't see it much. But as for what happened to the third advantage, we don't know because Matt lost his vote twice. So, yeah, knowledge is power is busted to have day 1. McQueen draws the advantage. There's the inheritance advantage. And Taiki draws the advantage. It's a bank your vote. Okay, all that explanation was useless. Paradise Lost. The tribes must paddle out to a buoy and then paddle to a pontoon. Sure, those are both words. Where they will latch their boat. I know they're both words, but I don't know why. They just sound weird. They will then swim towards a floating ring and retrieve a heavy chest, which they will pull onto shore. They must then carry the chest onto a track, using a rope to drag the chest to the finish. Thereafter, they will untie knots to open the chest and proceed to work on a giant slide puzzle. The first 2 tribes to complete their puzzle win. And it's Baya and Dali, which means Godo, must surrender their flint and can only win it back if they win the next community challenge. Does anyone find the key? Maruzensky finds the key to the birdcage. This can be used to unlock the birdcage and retrieve the contents inside. L has his knowledge as power. L has lost her vote. And Maruzensky does not do anything with the birdcage. What happens? Brian and Vodka find something in common. Maruzensky and Opera have a small fight. Then L and Vodka get in an alliance. Does anyone find the key? Rudolph finds the key to the birdcage. This can be used to unlock the birdcage and retrieve the contents inside. Queen has the inheritance advantage. Rudolph does not do anything with the key. Fuji and Teo bond strongly, and bond strongly even more, and having a lasting impact. Rudolph and Teo form an alliance. Who would have guessed? Does anyone find the key? Scarlet finds the key to the birdcage and uses it to retrieve the hidden immunity idol. This can be played at the tribal council before the votes are read. Along with the hidden immunity idol comes an identical fake idol, which Scarlet can re-hide. Scarlet works with Hishiyama, Oguri, and Taiki. I still don't know what this means in terms of the simulator. Wait, El Condor Pasa has knowledge as power. That doesn't really... Ooh. They are caught by grass. So that means everyone but whichever one isn't there knows about the idol. So Scarlet has both the real idol and the fake idol. Taiki has to bank your vote. Scarlet hides the fake idol. Suzuka. Suzuka's the only one who doesn't know about the idol. She and Hishiyama have a minor disagreement. And despite being caught hiding an idol and working with almost everyone else on the tribe, Scarlet and Grass form an alliance. Now, as usual, I am not going to show the targets because I want it to be a surprise who goes home. 6 castaways have a shot in the dark. A shot in the dark allows its holder to sacrifice a vote for a 1 in 6 chance of immunity. The last time a shot in the dark can be used is final 7. Taiki has to bank your vote. Scarlet has the hidden immunity idol. It's time to vote. Someone does something. If anyone would like to play a hidden immunity idol or an advantage, now would be the time to do so. Grass has used her shot in the dark. She reveals her scroll. Not safe. Any votes cast against Grass will not count. Taiki has used her shot in the dark. She is safe. Any votes cast against Taiki will not count. So I guess she didn't bank her vote, because you need a vote to use the shot in the dark. Scarlet uses the hidden immunity idol on Grass. Any votes cast against Grass will not count. Okay, so we have 4 votes that can only be played on 4 people. I'll read the votes. First vote. Grass does not count. Grass does not count. Taiki does not count. Taiki does not count. We have a 0 vote tie, I guess. There's a tie and a revote. Everyone will revote since no one received votes. First vote. Suzuka. Oguri. 1 vote Oguri, 1 vote Suzuka. Suzuka. That's 2 votes Suzuka, 1 vote Oguri. The first person voted out of the Survivor Stakes, Suzuka. Oh, Spay is going to be pissed. Final vote count was 3 votes Suzuka, 1 vote Oguri. Suzuka, the tribe has spoken. You know, I was showing... Actually... So... So, when I was showing my cousins Umamusume, I started with the anime, which, apparently, Season 1 is not the best place to start, but I did. And aside from their visceral reactions to Span, the trainer's first meeting, uh, they really wanted me to try to explain a bunch of things in this series in NBA terms, and that wound up with Suzuka being called LeBron. So, yeah. Uh, a little awkward that Suzuka was the first out. But, hey, if you guys saw what happened last time, this means Tiamat Pro was not the first boot twice in a row. Okay. So everyone voted based on personal preference, except for... oh, wait, yeah. Taiki and Grass probably agreed to vote for... Not Taiki and Grass. Scarlet and Grass probably agreed to vote for Taiki, and... it's probably a good thing that... This is fully hindsight is 2020 because Grass's shot in the dark failed, but I'm trying to figure out if Grass should have played her shot in the dark because A, it failed, but on the other hand, B, she would have voted for Taiki, whose shot in the dark worked. Therefore making it so Grass would have had to do something. I just realized this perfectly mirrors... aside from the lack of a bankier vote, this almost perfectly mirrors the first tribal council of Survivor 44. 2 people played a shot in the dark, 1 of them were safe, and there was an idol played. Meaning that, well, no. The person who got idled out in Survivor 44 only went out in 1 vote. Suzuka got 3. Anyway, here's the tribes. Does anyone find the key? Maruzensky already has the key, that's right. Oh, that means all the keys are in play. Maruzensky uses the key to unlock the birdcage, finds the idol. There's also a fake idol, which they say is identical, but no, it was not. The neat thing about Survivor 44's fake idols, which didn't really go anywhere, was that one tribe had an idol that was a coin, one tribe had an idol that was a medallion, or like some sort of emblem, and one tribe had an idol that was just a string of beads. The fake idol for each tribe was a real idol for the other tribes, or looked like one. Maruzensky works with Brian and Opera. Elle has the knowledge is power. Elle has lost her vote. Maruzensky has Debaya and Mediato, and... wait. Maruzensky works with Brian and Opera. Yeah, I really don't know what this means, because, they're not helping her find the idol. She already has it. And, they're not helping her hide the fake idol, because, she still has it. Anyway, alliances. Rudolph does nothing with the key. Oh, Tokai Teo's loyalty is waning a little. Oh. This could be interesting. So... The Godo idol has been re-hidden since Scarlet played it, but there's also a fake idol in play. So depending on who knows about that, which the one person who didn't is already gone, so that could either... See, in a real life scenario, assuming nobody actually saw the fake idol, that could lead to something. But of course, this is a simulation, kind of a limited simulation, but it's the best one we got by far. And yeah, who knows? And here's the Alliance. Were they always at 6th strength? Dahlia and Godo win immunity, sending Baya to Tribal Council. Oh yeah, and then there's also the little thing of if you lose in the new era, you lose your flints. Survivor 50s in a week. That's gonna suck with 8 people on each tribe. Secret advantages. Marzensky does not hide the fake idol. Events. Marzensky and Opera bond slightly. Opera is impressing the rest of their team. There's a 4-person alliance that does very specifically does not include Opera and Air Groove. So it's probably going to be Air Groove because Opera is impressing the rest of the team or something. And they're also working hard at camp. Rudolph still does not find the idol. Golshi and McQueen have a small fight. What else is new? Grass finds the hidden immunity idol. And the fake idol is still hidden. Scarlet and Hishiyama have a small fight. Ogre and Taiki have a small fight. Grass has a major meltdown. Please don't quit. 6 castaways have shot in the dark. Elle has lost her vote, but has knowledge is power. Marzensky has both hidden immunity idols. Elle uses the knowledge is power on Groove. She asks if she has an idol. She does not. Knowledge is power gets wasted. Oh, right. So the reason why there's no challenge text here is, remember that comment I made earlier about how, hopefully no one hits their head on anything, splits their head open on anything in the first challenge? Yeah, that happened to someone. And they got medically evacuated 12 hours in. So, yeah, that's why there's no challenge text, because there wasn't a challenge. Back to Tribal Council. Okay. If anyone has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Opera's used her shot in the dark. Reveals her scroll, not safe. Air Groove is used to shot in the dark. It is also not safe. Voting time. First vote. Groove. Opera. So 1 vote Groove, 1 vote Opera. Right, because Elle lost her vote. Second person voted out of the Survivor Stakes. Oh, no! Man, methinks TM Opera O is not cut out for this. As I mentioned earlier, the first time I did this, TM Opera O was the first boot. And now they've only improved by 1 space. Whew. Opera of the tribe has spoken. Narita Bryan was the deciding vote. She was supposed to vote for Groove, but disagreed. Does anything happen? No. Here's the status. Does anything happen? Rudolph finally uses the key. Rudolph works with Teo, whatever that means. The queen has the inheritance advantage, and nothing happens with the fake idol. And nothing happens here. Ooh, this alliance went down a lot. A bridge you must cross. Each tribe must first climb up and over a hill obstacle. One member will then dig up a ball from a sand pit, following which the tribe will pull down a ladder. Then, using a rope, 4 of the 5 tribe members will hold up a drawbridge, while the last member runs across the bridge and pulls a lever that will prop up the bridge. The rest of the tribe will then cross the bridge and go down via a slide. One member will then untie a series of knots before one member gets on a balance beam and negotiates a maze in the shape of a snake. The first 2 tribes to get their balls into the hole will, at the top of the maze, win. Dolly wins immunity, and I recognize those ears vaguely. Godo wins immunity, meaning Baya still does not have Flint. Does anything happen? No. Does anything happen? Maruzensky and Vodka bond strongly. It has a lasting impact. Groove and L bond strongly. L and Vodka bond strongly. Maruzensky gives Groove a fake idol to try to earn her trust. It doesn't work. Groove suspects the idol is fake. Groove is completely worn out, but is not giving up. I think she's going next. It's either her or Brian, because everyone else is bonding. But Brian didn't leave an alliance. Nothing happens here. Teo is impressing the rest of the team. Spain Rudolph bonds strongly. It has a lasting impact. Maybe she learned what Eclipse First the Rest Nowhere meant. Does anything happen? Nope. Grass and Taiki have a minor disagreement. Grass has a major meltdown, almost quits the game as a result, but decides to stay. Grass, you have an idol. You have so much going for you. Please don't. And, if anyone watched my VTuber simulation, someone almost quit the game, like, right at the start, but went on to win. So, that's a thing. 4 castaways have shots in the dark. Oh, Airgroove doesn't even have her shot in the dark. Maruzensky has the idol. Groove has the fake idol. Okay, so she suspects it's a fake, but kept it anyway. It's time to vote. Someone does something. Vodka has used her shot in the dark. This is not safe. Groove uses the fake hidden immunity idol. This is not a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Groove will still count. I mean, you just gotta play it. But why did Vodka use her shot in the dark? First vote, Brian? Groove. It's 1 vote Brian, 1 vote Groove. Groove. 2 votes Groove, 1 vote Brian. Third person voted out as the survivor stakes. Groove. Air Groove, the tribe has spoken. And, I might as well peel back the curtains a little bit. I was a little confused as to what to call Air Groove, because, you have, like, for example, Air Shakur, Air Messiah, but there's also Admire Groove. So, both the names you could have used are kind of already taken. Can't call her Air, but apparently, Admire Groove is called Arv. Or, like, Arv. So, Arv. So, yeah, Groove is not taken. Groove was supposed to vote for Vodka, but disagreed. I mean, you were kinda stuck. Brian voted for Groove this time because she didn't have a choice. Okay, episode 3. Nothing happens. Here's an alliance reminder. Rudolph hides the fake idol. Here's an alliance reminder. Ooh, they're at 9 now. Nothing happens. Here's an alliance reminder. Things healed a bit. Boxcar Blues. Tribes must push a large wooden cube through the ocean, stopping at 2 posts where one member must stand on the cube to retrieve a total of 2 keys. That's more than 1. They must then make their way back to shore and dig under a log to make their way to the other side. One member must then use the keys to unlock the puzzle platform, allowing 2 members to solve a block puzzle. The first 2 tribes to arrange their blocks such that there are no repeated colors on any side win. Dolly wins immunity. That looks like Godo. Man, Baya can't catch a break. We have our disaster tribe this season. Nothing happens. Elle and Brian bond strongly. Brian and Vodka bond strongly. I wonder what the alliance target is, because literally everyone's in that alliance. Oh, did I say strongly? I meant slightly. Nothing happens. Golshi and Rudolph find something in common and has a lasting impact. McQueen works hard at camp and becomes tired. Nothing happens. Grass and Taiki have a major fight. Hishiyama and Taiki have a major fight. Scarlet and Hishiyama have a major fight. Godo Tribal Alliance 1 dissolves. Scarlet really said friendship ended with grass, now Ogre is my best friend. And that's it. Man. I wonder if challenge throwing is in this, because it definitely seems like Godo might throw a challenge just so one of them goes home. 3 castaways have shots in the dark. Marzensky has the idol. Someone does something. Brian just used her shot in the dark and is not safe. I'll read the votes. First vote, Brian. Vodka. It's 1 vote Brian, 1 vote Vodka. 4th person voted out of the Survivor Stakes. Brian. If she didn't use her shot in the dark, she could have forced the tie. Brian, the tribe has spoken. Ooh! Oh no! I just realized if Brian doesn't use her shot in the dark, forces a tie, and Maruzensky uses her idol, Elle goes home by default, because on a tie vote, you can't vote for anyone who the tie was between. Wait. No, that's for rocks. Never mind. You can only vote for whoever the tie is between. My bad. Ignore the last minute of what I said. Marzensky voted on personal preference. Meanwhile, Elle and Vodka voted with their alliance. Alright. Now would be a good time for a tribe switch, but unfortunately, this season only barely has one. Why do I say barely? You'll find out in about 2 minutes. Nothing happens. Here's an alliance reminder. Maruzensky has to play her idol if they lose again. Or maybe not, because of what's going to happen. Nothing happens. Ooh, Teo's loyalty is waning a little. Nothing happens. Air raid. One at a time. Oh, this is a reward challenge. One at a time, members of each tribe must climb up a cargo net and run across a net to reach a slingshot. Once at the slingshot, they must launch sandbags with a giant slingshot. Gee, I wonder where the slingshot was. Aiming for a target out in the field. After a target is hit, tribes are required to switch out members, with each tribe member being required to hit at least one target. The first 2 tribes to hit all 5 of their targets win. Dolly and Goto win reward. And Dolly chooses Maruzensky. Oh, Dolly can select 1 member from each tribe to attend the journey. Dolly chooses Maruzensky, Rudolph, and Scarlet. The tribe representatives meet at a private summit. Scarlet and Maruzensky bond. Rudolph leaves a poor impression. The 3 representatives are given idols that expire at the end of the tribal phase of the game. So, in like 2 episodes. Additionally, they will each be joining a new tribe. Maruzensky will join Dolly. Rudolph will join Goto. And Scarlet will join Baya. So yeah, you guys like the tribe swap? I don't. Yeah, so what usually happens in a tribe swap is someone gets what we call swap screwed. This actually happened 3 different times in... Actually, no, just twice in Survivor 49. And, yeah. So, bad news, someone is guaranteed swap screwed, meaning they're automatically on the minority. Good news, the person who would have gotten swap screwed has an idol. Bad news, they have an idol. So, yeah. Tell me Baya didn't lose again. One at a time, members of each tribe must swim out to a ladder, which they must climb and leap off, grabbing a buoy with a key on their way down. They must then swim and make their way across a balance beam before swimming to the finish platform. Once all 4 tribe members have reached the finish, 2 tribe members must solve a jigsaw puzzle of a manta ray. The first 2 tribes to piece their puzzles together win. Baya, what are we doing? Oh no, Scarlet and Vodka might have to vote each other out. Nothing happens. Vodka's impressing the rest of the team. Scarlet's impressing the rest of the team. And Scarlet is still impressing the rest of the team. Will that be enough to turn Vodka onto L? Probably not. And nothing happens. Maruzensky and Teo have a major fight. Golshi and McQueen have a small fight. Again, what else is new? Spay and Teo bond strongly. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that they're close. Did you see how much Spay was crying for Teo? Nothing happens. Grass and Hishiyama have a small fight. Rudolph rests at camp to restore her energy. It's time to vote. If anyone has an advantage or an idol you want to play, now's the time. Daiwo, what are you doing? First vote, Scarlet. L. 5th person voted out of the Survivor Stakes. Scarlet. Why didn't you play your idol? They voted with an alliance. Why wouldn't they be in an alliance together? Okay. So I don't know what happens if a tribe gets down to 2 and loses. Let's find out. Probably. Nothing happens. They're in an alliance. Spade finds the fake idol. Before anyone asks, I don't know what happens to fake idols or advantages that get inheritance. Because, yeah, the person who got the inheritance advantage kind of got voted out before they could use it in real life. Nothing happens. Here's the alliance. Oh, right. EOC. Oh, Bio wins immunity. Oh, Dolly's gonna lose a member. Marzetsky, you have 2 idols, one of which expires now. I swear if you don't use either of them. The castaways from each tribe will be tethered to each other at the waist. Oh, right. They will begin by racing through a tunnel filled with sticks. They will then make their way over and under a series of hitching posts. Then they will grab a bucket, fill it with water, and make their way over to a giant teeter-totter. They will then pour the water from their bucket into a larger bucket. Once the larger bucket is full, it will lower a gate. The team will then race through the gate. 2 members will then be asked to maneuver a table maze. The first 2 tribes to land 3 balls at the end of the table maze win. Now, I forgot to explain. The simulator kind of omits this, but when there's a tribal numbers mismatch, the tribes that have more players have to sit out players to match the tribe with the lowest number of players. And up until this season, it didn't really matter how often you sat out, so long as it wasn't back-to-back at a reward and immunity challenge. So, this one girl, Claire, sat out every challenge. And yeah, then they changed the rule that you can't sit out multiple challenges in a row, period. Oh, and there's a journey. For coming in first place, Baya tribe can select 1 member from each tribe to attend the journey. They select Vodka, Spey, and Rudolph. 3 tribes. Oh, wait, I remember this journey. This one was okay. 3 tribes meet at a private summit. Rudolph and Vodka bond. Spey leaves with poor impression. There's no game, nor is there any advantage. Instead, they will enjoy a feast at the Survivor Sanctuary, where good things happen together. Nothing happens. Elle and Vodka have a minor disagreement, which has a lasting impact, then another minor disagreement. Ooh, this alliance is on shaky legs. Marzetsky, use your idol. Fuji and Teo have a major fight. Marzetsky and Spey bond slightly. Has a lasting impact. Probably told her about luck or something. Rudolph finds the fake idol. Right, she wasn't on the tribe before. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Hishiyama and Oguri have a major fight. Hishiyama and Rudolph have a minor disagreement. Man, Hishiyama is getting into fights left and right. Six castaways have shots in the dark. The McQueen has the inheritance advantage. Marzensky has two different idols, one of which expires now. Spey has the fake idol. It's time to vote. If anyone would like to play an advantage... If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Oh, thank God. Marzensky uses the Journey Hidden Immunity Idol. Any votes cast against Marzensky will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote. Marzensky does not count. She only got one vote? McQueen. Golshi. McQueen. Golshi. It's 2 votes McQueen, 2 votes Golshi. 6th person voted out of the Survivor Stakes. Golshi. Alas, poor Golshi. I don't know enough about Hamlet to continue this joke. Golshi, the tribe has spoken. Oh, right. Everyone on this tribe hated each other. Or maybe, I guess, Marzensky just made a good impression. Golshi and McQueen... Yeah, I think it was just Golshi and McQueen that did not like each other. Only Teo voted for Marzensky. Anyway, we're at the final 12. Does anything happen? No. 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 Earn the merge. The final 12 players will be divided into 2 teams of 6 by random draw. One team will all win individual immunity, a spot on the merge tribe, and the merge feast. All players will attend tribal council, and only the members of the losing team will be eligible to be voted out. This was definitely not a good way to do things, and I'm glad they've mostly fixed it. No quarter. Divided into 2 teams of 6, each team will dig up a large ball partially submerged in sand, then roll it through an obstacle course to a high pole, where one member will climb atop the ball to retrieve the key. The members will then race up a warped wall. Warped wall? Like American Ninja Warrior? At the top, the team will use the key to unlock a set of puzzle pieces, which they will use to solve a tree puzzle. The first team to finish their puzzle wins. I guess it would just be Sasuke, because we're talking all Japanese characters here. Team 1 it consists of Fuji Kiseki, Grass Wonder, Metro McQueen, Special Week, Tokai Teo, and Vodka. Team 2, El Contrapasa, Hishi Amazon, Marzensky, Oguri Cap, Cibroli Rudolph, Taiki Shuttle. Let's see who wins. Team 1 wins immunity. Nothing happens, but here's who has what. Grass has a hidden immunity idol. Marzensky has a hidden immunity idol. McQueen has the inheritance advantage. Rudolph has a hidden immunity idol. Spey and Rudolph have fake idols. Taiki has a bank your vote, which she still has not used. Hey, Kristaps Porzingis is playing. Fuji has a major meltdown. Grass has a major meltdown. Fuji, Marzensky, McQueen, Oguri, Spey, and Taiki form an alliance. What? No. Grass is no longer in the game. Tribal Council has been cancelled. And, yeah. So welcome to the Torre tribe, I guess. Torre because Torena. Oh, right. I was trying to figure out who the third person who got swapped, where the third person who got swapped was, but then I remembered Scarlet didn't play her damn idol. Uh, but yeah, so it was either a. So whenever that happens, it's either a medevac or a quit. And, yeah. Sometimes if it's a quit, they'll say, like what happened in my first simulation. I honestly hope it wasn't a quit, but if it was, I wouldn't be surprised. It was set up earlier. Then again, to say I hope it's not a quit means I hope it was a medevac, and that's kind of messed up. Especially when we're talking horses. Especially a horse that actually died not too recently. Or not too long ago. Anyway, nothing happens. And, Grass's idol not being hidden means we are not at Godo Beach. Here's the alliances. Audio Slave. Divided into 2 teams of 5, each castaway will stand on a narrow... Oh, right, this challenge. Welcome to the Split Tribal. Divided into 2 teams of 5, each castaway will stand on a narrow balance beam while holding up a boom pole over their head with a ball balancing on a disc at the end of the pole. At regular intervals, the castaways will step forward to a narrower part of the beam. If they fall at the beam or their ball drops, they're out of the challenge. The last person standing for each group wins immunity. In addition, the overall winner of the challenge wins reward and will exempt their whole tribe from the vote. McQueen is the odd player out and must predict which team will win for immunity. She predicts Team 2 will win. Vodka wins immunity. Oguri wins immunity and reward for her team. The reward is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and potato chips. McQueen does not win. The winning team is given a chance to search for an advantage. Hishiyama finds the control vote advantage. This will allow Hishiyama to control 1 vote of any of the losing team members of the tribal council. So basically, a steal vote with extra steps. Nothing happens. Vodka suppressing the rest of the team. Tail and Vodka has a major fight. Fuji leaves the alliance. Nothing happens. Marzetsky and Spab bond strongly. Fuji and Spab find something in common. Ishiyama and Oguri have a small fight. It has a lasting impact. Ishiyama will observe tribal council and control 1 of the votes. Not to actually, but all 5 of the winning team, or 6, I forgot it. I forgot where the odd one out landed, in real life. But yeah, the winning team was all there, not just the person who found the advantage. 4 castaways have shots in the dark. Vodka has immunity. Queen has inheritance. Taiki has bank your vote. Rudolph has hidden immunity idol and a fake. It's time to vote. Someone does something. Oh, right. Hishiyama publicly announces that Vodka will vote for Taiki. Does Taiki have an idol? No, she does not. If anyone would like to play an advantage or an idol, now would be the time to do so. Rudolph has used her shot in the dark and is not safe. I'll read the votes. Don't go home with an idol in your pocket. First vote, Taiki. That's 1 vote, Taiki. Taiki. Rudolph. It's 2 votes, Rudolph. 2 votes, Taiki. 7th person voted out, the first member of our jury. Taiki. She banked her vote. and didn't force a tie as a result. Taiki, the tribe has spoken. You know, on second thought, if she doesn't make her vote at that first tribal council, she probably gets voted out over. She doesn't play her shot in the dark and gets safe. So, yeah. Rudolph with the ballsy idol hold, which works out somehow. Oh, and Vodka was always going to vote for Taiki. Welcome to the final 10. Does anything happen? No. Here are the alliances. Eve 5. Before the challenge, the 10 castaways paired themselves up into 5 teams. One at a time, each member would traverse through a twisted net crawl. They would then dig up a bundle of planks. The first 4 pairs to retrieve their planks and plant a flag at their mats would proceed to the next stage. The teams are Marzensky and Rudolph, Alan Spey, Oguri and Vodka, Hishiyama and McQueen, Fuji and Teo. Didn't they have like a huge fight earlier? Challenge begins. Hishiyama and McQueen get eliminated. Stage 2. At the next stage, each team will carry their planks and race up a cargo net to a platform. Once there, they will use their planks to cross a rope bridge. The first 2 pairs to cross the rope bridge with their planks will proceed to the final stage. Fuji, Teo, Marzensky, and Rudolph get eliminated here. In the final stage, the pairs are disbanded and each player competed individually. They would brace themselves with their arms between 2 walls while standing barefoot on 2 footholds. Every 15 minutes, the castaways would move down to smaller footholds. When the castaways reached the 4th set of footholds, they would try to remain on them for as long as they could. The last castaway still standing on the footholds wins, and hopefully no one farts. Vodka wins immunity again. Nothing happens, because nothing's hidden. Oguri has a major meltdown. El and Fuji bond slightly. Spey and Teo bond slightly. Teo works hard at camp and becomes tired. 8 castaways have shots in the dark. Vodka has an immunity necklace. McQueen has inheritance. Marzensky and Rudolph have idols. Spey and Rudolph have fake idols. Someone does something. Oguri's used her shot in the dark and is not safe. First vote. Oguri. Fuji. Hishiyama. Oguri. That's 2 votes Oguri, 1 vote Fuji, 1 vote Hishiyama. Fuji. Fuji. Hishiyama. One vote left? No. Oguri. Eighth person voted out, the second member of our jury. Fuji. Fuji Kiseki, the tribe has spoken. I'll vote for Fuji. Fuji voted based on personal preference. Hishiyama voted based on personal preference. So Rudolph did not need to use the idol. And neither did Marzensky. Nothing's hidden. Here's the alliances. Oh, Guri Cap is about to leave. Alcondor Pasta is at max loyalty. Vodka is not. Ball and a jack. Each castaway must stand in a small block with only enough space for 1 foot while stabilizing a ball against an overhanging piece of wood. If at any point they lose their concentration or their balance, the ball will drop and they are out of the challenge. Last person left standing wins. Additionally, if 4 castaways agreed to forfeit their chance of immunity, the tribe would receive 4 days' worth of rice. 4 castaways agreed to sit out. Gee, I wonder what happened. Nothing is hidden. Hishiyama and Spei have a minor disagreement. That's it? 6 castaways have shots in the dark. Vodka still has immunity. McQueen has inheritance. Yada, yada, yada. Someone did something. Marzensky has used a shot in the dark. And is not safe. If you don't... Girl, if you didn't play your idol. First vote. Marzensky. Hishiyama. 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 Marzensky. Marzensky. 9th person voted out, and 3rd member of our jury, Hishiyama. Marzensky, you get a pass this time. Hishiyama, the tribe has spoken. Ooh, that... A lot of alliances in play. To the final 8. The Baya 3 is still around, by the way. Nothing's hidden. Here's the alliances. Put a ring on it. Castaways will start the challenge on a rotating board. While holding on to 2 ropes for balance, they will spin the board to reel in a buoy tethered to a rope. They will then race over a net and then cross a balance beam, collecting 2 balls along the way. At the end of the course, they will throw their balls, attempting to land them on a narrow overhead trough. The first person to land both balls wins. Rudolph earns a reward, sharing with Teo, Spei, and Vodka. They went an overnight stay at the Survivor Sanctuary, where good things happened, with Mexican food and a letter from home. Hey, Vodka didn't win immunity. Union of the Snake, with their feet tied together and their arms bound to their sides. The castaways will slither together through the sand while dragging a buoy along a rope to a mat. They will tangle the rope to give the buoy enough slack, such that they can bring it to their puzzle station. They will then solve a star-shaped puzzle. The first person to solve their puzzle wins. I don't know why I tried to do the feet tied together and arms bound to sides thing. Nothing is hidden. Rudolph and Vodka bond slightly. McQueen and Teo have a minor disagreement. McQueen and Spei have a small fight. Oguri leaves the alliance, as predicted. Oh, Oguri Cap is the last original Godo member left. Four castaways have shots in the dark. That's half the cast. Rudolph has an immunity necklace. We've read all these before. Someone does something. Anyone has an advantage or an idol when you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Spei has used her shot in the dark. She reveals her scroll. Not safe. And she does not play her idol. I'll read the votes. First vote. Vodka. Vodka. Oguri. Oguri. That's 2 votes Oguri, 2 votes Vodka. Oguri. That's 3 votes Oguri, 2 votes Vodka. Vodka. We're tied again. 10th person voted out and the 4th member of our jury. Vodka. I just had to jinx to buy a 3. Vodka, the tribe has spoken. Maruzensky voted for Vodka. Rudolph was supposed to vote for Vodka but disagreed. Interesting. That first earned the merge alliance is really sticking together. Actually, wait. I think there's 3 of them. And 1 of them didn't vote out. Never mind. Welcome to the final 7. We Actually, no, we have two original. We have one full-time Baya member and one full-time Gono member left. Nothing's hidden. Here's the alliances. Last gasp. Castaways must swim under a steel grate and keep their head above water. As the tide rises, they will run out of breathing room. If the fear of drowning becomes too much, they can bail out. The last person still under the grate wins the challenge. Marzensky wins immunity, and it is important to note, you can outlast the challenge, as happened in Survivor 43. Nothing's hidden. Oh, this is the last round to use inheritance. Marzensky and Aguri bond strongly. Marzensky and McQueen have a minor disagreement. Marzensky and Rudolph find something in common. By a Tribal Alliance 2 dissolves. Al couldn't handle Marzensky voting out Vodka. Three castaways have shots in the dark. This is the last time a shot in the dark may be played. Marzensky has the immunity necklace. We've read all of this before. It's time to vote. Nobody did anything. If anyone has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now will be the time to do so. The Queen uses her advantage, but no one else does anything, so it'll be useless. First vote, Rudolph. Aguri. Rudolph. Aguri. Rudolph. Aguri. 11th person voted out, the 5th member of our jury, Aguri. The Godo tribe has officially been decimated. Or pagonged. Due to no items being played, the inheritance advantage has no effect. So it's just El Condor Pasta and 5 people who are on Dolly at some point. Nothing's hidden. Man, this alliance board is really lonely. Also, L is screwed. Roll with it. One castaway would be strapped to a spherical wooden cage and have to guide two blindfolded teammates and navigating the cage through a series of obstacles to a labyrinth-like table maze at the end of the course. Castaway inside the cage must guide their blindfolded teammates in solving the table maze. But the first team to land their ball at the end of the table maze wins. Group 1, Marzensky, Major McQueen, Tokai Teo. Group 2, El Condor Pasa, Special Week, Simbali Rudolph. Group 2 wins. They win sandwiches and a foot massage at the Survivor Sanctuary. Can horses get hoof massages? Oh! Interesting. I don't remember the foot massage part, but I definitely remember them going to the Survivor Sanctuary, where good things happen. Take the reins. Oh, I just realized Vodka got voted out, so who knows who wins immunities. Probably going to be either Rudolph or Marzensky. The castaway will hold up a pair of ropes tethered to a disc on which they will balance a ball. At regular intervals, they will move their hands farther back on the rope, making it harder to keep their balance. If they drop their ball, they're out. Last person left standing wins. Rudolph wins immunity. Nothing's hidden. Dang, no one's even played a fake idol yet. Span Rudolph bond slightly. El and Marzensky have a major fight. Gee, I wonder why. McQueen and Rudolph have a major fight. I actually don't know why. Nobody has their shot in the dark anymore. Maruzensky uses her idol. Rudolph uses her idol on Teo. First vote. Maruzensky does not count. Maruzensky does not count. Maruzensky does not count. Teo does not count. Teo does not count. 12th person voted out in the 6th member of our jury, L. And another part I really did not like about the new era. Final 5 will be taken to a new beach where they will start over. L voted for Maruzensky. Oh, interesting. Spad voted for... Spad was the deciding vote. She couldn't vote for Maruzensky because she was in an alliance with her. So she just had to make a throwaway vote, and that throwaway vote decided it. Well, I guess it wasn't much of a throwaway vote. Rudolph had immunity. Spad wanted to vote for Teo, and then she's in an alliance with McQueen and Maruzensky. So Elle was really the only person she could vote for. Final 5. A lot of red. Okay, so we... No, wait. Both idols got hidden. But there is... Or both idols got used. So we have no idea what beach we were on. So we have 2 fake idols in play. Here's the alliances. Lone Palm Express. Final 5 will race through a 3-story tower obstacle, collecting keys along the way. Once out of the tower, they will use a pole to release a 4th key, which they will use to unlock a chest containing a monkey's paw. They will then toss the monkey's paw, hooking it in a stick. Isn't it called a monkey's fist? The knot? Hooking it in a stand before pulling it to release a ladder. They will then race up the ladder to their puzzle station. The first person to finish building their vertical jigsaw puzzle wins. Rudolph wins immunity. Who would have guessed? And Rudolph shares with Teo. Who would have guessed? They win spaghetti, wine, and cake at the Survivor Sanctuary, where good things happen. Does anyone find the idol? Teo finds the hidden immunity idol. Oh, someone in that Earn the Merge alliance is screwed. Maruzensky and Spade bond strongly. Teo rests the camp to restore her energy. Last round to use an idol. It's time to vote. No one does anything because no one has a shot in the dark anymore. If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Spade uses her idol. This is not a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Spade will still count. Rudolph uses her idol on Teo. This is not a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Teo will still count. Teo uses her idol. Any votes cast against Teo will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote. Teo does not count. Teo does not count. Teo does not count. Maruzensky. It's 1 vote Maruzensky. 13th person voted out in the 7th member of our jury. Maruzensky. Original Baya is now gone. Yeah, it really was 2 alliances versus each other. Okay. It's gonna come down to who wins immunity. Because Rudolph and Teo will take each other. McQueen and Spade will take each other. Whichever alliance doesn't have the immunity winner, the other 2 are making fire. Motion. Each castaway must drop a ball into a metal chute. The ball will travel down a spiraling metal track and exit out one of the 2 points with the turnstile gate in the middle of the track, causing the balls to alternate between exits. Castaways must catch the ball, then drop it back into the chute at the top. At designated intervals, an additional ball is added to the track until 7 balls are simultaneously in play. If a castaway's ball falls to the ground at any time, they are eliminated from the challenge. Last person standing wins. Rudolph wins immunity. So, okay, McQueen and Teo have a small fight. Spay and Teo bond slightly. McQueen has a major meltdown. Okay, so unless Rudolph is so scared of Teo that she gives up immunity to face her in fire, or McQueen or Spay, it's going to be Spay versus McQueen. Yep. Rudolph must grant safety to one of the castaways. She grants safety to Teo. McQueen and Spay compete in a fire-making challenge for a place in the final 3. McQueen wins. Spay is eliminated. We almost had it to where the 3 people at the end were 3 of the characters that were in last time. Because I forgot to mention, we did not have much overlap between this simulation and the last one I did. It was literally just all of Team Speak Up minus Scarlet and TM Opera O. Finalists face the jurors. Do I know who's going to get voted for? Sure don't. Also, if Rudolph got eliminated here, that means it would have just been 3 people who stayed on Dolly the entire time. But let's wait for the winner to be revealed. First vote, Teo, Rudolph, McQueen. Everyone got a vote. McQueen, 2 votes McQueen, 1 vote Rudolph, 1 vote Teo. Rudolph. Teo. We're tied again. Rudolph. 3 votes Rudolph, 2 votes Teo, 2 votes McQueen. The winner of the Survivor Stakes, Simbali Rudolph. The Prez wins. Congratulations, Simbali Rudolph. You are the winner. L voted for Teo, Fuji voted for Rudolph, Hishiyama voted for Teo, Maruzensky voted for Rudolph, Oguri voted for McQueen, Spay voted for Rudolph, Taiki... Spay didn't vote for McQueen? Taiki voted for McQueen, Vodka voted for Rudolph. And Oguri was the fan favorite. People must have really liked Cinderella Grey. I still need to watch that. I need to finish season 3 first. Billy Rudolph won. No, Grass Wonder did quit. I don't know how they broke this tie between McQueen and Teo. Let's see. Anything else interesting I can glean from this? No, not really. To the other statistics. Rudolph won 6 challenges. Out of 10. Wait. Out of 12. That's half the challenges. Vodka won 3 immunities, then lost 1 and immediately got eliminated. Wait, Oguri won an immunity challenge. Why isn't that counted? Oguri received the most votes. Maruzensky was the most strategic and special week. Okay, so for once, most strategic won. Because Maruzensky went out 5th, Special Week went out 4th. And 5 different people found idols, not counting the fake idols. Man, Special Week got 0 votes the entire time. And then went out in fire. So at no point were they in danger of ever receiving a vote. Poor John Derby. Alright. Well, this has been fun. So I really hope that people have a good Year of the Horse. I will probably try to do this again at some point. And yeah, I was gonna stream Hollow vs. Robo again after this, but yeah, not only did I have to do something regarding that call I got at the start, but also my voice is kind of shot. So yeah, I guess see you all next time. Bye.